Hey y'all, welcome back. It is me again. Hope you're doing well. Trust that these messages will find you when they need to, and when you find these messages, there will be something here for you. Let's see. All right. Just had the new moon in Aquarius yesterday. So I'm recording this on the 30th. But these messages will find you when they're meant to. So let's get going. Thank you, angels, spirits, and guides. What are the messages this time? First card, Four of Cups. And I know it's a little bit of a glare with the ring light here, but so for me, obviously, like, there's lots of different interpretations. There's the traditional interpretation, but as I'm looking at this, I feel like whomever this message is going to resonate with, the vibes I'm getting from this is that you're extremely grateful for what you have right now, which is a great place to be. Gratitude is the attitude that you need to have if you want to manifest more, right? But you're definitely thinking about what you want to call into your life, more of or something in addition to what you already have. And I'm getting that maybe you've really been doubling down on and investing in your meditation practice or whatever practice is. I'm getting a very grounded energy from this particular Four of Cups, but also just like an attitude of gratitude while also focusing on the things that you want to build and call into your reality at this time. So it's a lot of like, again, working with what you already have while being grateful for the abundance that's already here. But also, you know, perhaps with this new moon in Aquarius, maybe you've been thinking about more about what you want to work on, what you want to call in, what you want to manifest in your life, right? Oh, yep. Three of Pentacles. So there's definitely thoughts, inspiration, opportunities are going to be coming into your 3D reality, and potentially like new clients, business collaborations, just like opportunities to expand and build upon, again, right, what you already have, what you've already cultivated. The Three of Cups is about working with others. Could even be working with your guides, working with spirit on some ideas, right? Like, I'm getting that there's a lot of inspiration that's coming, a lot of fresh ideas, new ideas, inspiration that's coming to you. Maybe you're starting to feel very, very creative at this time. And I'm definitely heard thinking out of the box, which, like, this is a triangle. So yeah, thinking out of the box. And at this moment we are in, right, Aquarius season. Pluto's moved into Aquarius, Mercury's in Aquarius. We just had this new moon in Aquarius. So lots of out of the box thinking, lots of innovative thinking, lots of creative thinking. And definitely I felt like that mind space activity here with this Four of Cups about like being very, very clear about what you do have, what you're grateful for, but also really being in that creative space of like, what else do I want to build? And I definitely feel like there's going to be some fresh new ideas coming to you at this time, new opportunities, new business partners potentially as well. So I'm definitely liking this energy quite a lot. Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, there does come like an admonition, advice about not working from a place of scarcity. But again, like with this Four of Cups energy, I'm getting the reminder to like realize what you have, and not as a means to hold on to it firmly, tightly, not to be hoarding things, but to understand that whatever you have, whether it is monetary, ideas, skills, that there's a way for you to utilize what it is you have to bring in more, right? You think about investing. right? How are you going to get the biggest return on your investment? And investments can be, yes, investing your money, investing your time, investing your resources. This is a time of really thinking about and understanding very clearly the gifts, the skills, the resources, the money, the opportunities that you have already. But how can you further them? How can you bring in more abundance? How can you use what you have to bring in more opportunities, more creativity, more collaboration, more opportunities to double what you have, to bring in more abundance. But it's about really understanding, acknowledging, and fully knowing in your soul that you are already abundant. But you can work with what you have to bring in more, whatever that is, right? I'm definitely digging this energy. If the messages are resonating for you all, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's pull one more card. We have two. Interesting. Okay, so very interesting. The next card is the Nine of Swords. So this can be a card that talks about, like, maybe there's a struggle, right? Like, you are very, very grateful. You know that you have creative ideas, you have opportunities to invest your time, energy, resources to bring in more than you already have. But there could be the challenge of when the ego gets involved, when the mind gets involved, sometimes we can overthink ourselves out of opportunities. This is something that definitely I feel like I've been working on a lot as of late. There's an old way of thinking where we may realize what it is we have, but sometimes even in that exercise, it can trigger the ego to be afraid of losing what we have. And so maybe there's an opportunity, right, to start something new, to invest, to work with new people, to start a new job, to start a business. And you start to think about the resources that you already have. And there could be fears that are triggered to the point where you start overthinking yourself out of doing something. You can talk yourself out of, you can overthink yourself out of an opportunity, out of a job, out of a business collaboration, because your mind starts to think about, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? What could go wrong? And you can create problems that don't yet exist, right? So this is about being cognizant of how your own mind can play tricks on you and can cause you to potentially sabotage an opportunity simply because you get stuck in your head, right? And next card, Queen of Swords. Not very surprised that I'm seeing a lot of sword energy right now, especially with all of this Aquarius energy. This is about like taking control of your mind. So what I'm getting with this Nine of Swords and then the Queen of Swords right after is that the universe is saying, like, yes, you're human. There are going to be times when you are triggered, when your fear is triggered, when your insecurities are triggered, when your fear of losing something, of making the wrong decision can get you stuck in overthinking and overwhelm. But that's when you have an opportunity to remember who the F you are, Queen of Swords. Remember your experiences. You've been working so hard on yourself, working on your mentality, working on your frame of mind, working on the clarity in your mind and trusting yourself. And this is the time to not allow your mind to control you, but for you to control your mind. And what I mean by that is remembering that you are not your thoughts and your feelings, that you can be the observer, right? That you can go to that place of letting the thoughts come up. And maybe you do have, you know, a day where you're feeling very, very overwhelmed and you're feeling stuck and you're overthinking. And so you're like, okay, what can I do about this? Oh, let me journal. Oh, let me talk to a trusted friend who I know is on the same wavelength as me. Oh, let me remind myself of that really, really, really challenging situation that I went through last year, where in the moment I was so overwhelmed, I was so triggered, I was so anxious, and I didn't know how I was going to overcome that situation, but I did. Maybe there's something here that I can draw from that experience, that confidence, and find the clarity so that I can take the most aligned action, right? And taking aligned action is knowing who you are, knowing what your values are, knowing what you're capable of, and also accepting, right, that there's never, ever, ever, ever going to be certainty, right? A step of faith, a leap of faith is always going to be required, but you can trust yourself. And maybe you need to remind yourself of how far you've come, the things that you've done in the past, the times when you doubted yourself, but you somehow figured it out, even when you were doubting yourself, right? This is about remembering who you are. Yes, these thoughts may come, this overthinking may come. That's just being human. But remember who you are in those moments, right? So that you can find the clarity with how you want to move forward, and you're not allowing your thoughts, your feelings, your fears, your anxieties, your triggers to control how you're operating in this world, because you know who you are, right? You know what you're capable of. And Princess of Swords. Interesting that it comes, again, lots of sword energy, but this is like, maybe what's triggered is that this is a new opportunity, right? Maybe this is a brand new company. Maybe this is a brand new business collaboration. Maybe you have an opportunity to become a student, right? To be mentored. And maybe that's part of the trigger, right? Sometimes when we have an opportunity to learn something new, whatever that is, a language, a skill, a trade, it can sometimes be intimidating, especially if we've been in this place of like, maybe we've been operating a certain way, doing a certain job for a long, long time, and we've become sort of an expert in this field. But again, right, with the opportunity to do something new, to collaborate with people, right? Because you've been thinking about like, what's next? What do I want next? I'm super grateful for everything I have, but I know there's something more that I want. I know there's something that I can do with what I've already gathered in my life. But then maybe like this overthinking is triggered because maybe there's a part of your ego that is afraid of not coming across as an authority, but being in the place of being the student, right? This Princess of Swords. But again, like, this is again an illusion of the ego, right? We are always moving between, in my opinion, especially once we're on this trajectory of healing and evolution, we always are switching between the student and the teacher. We have, as we go through life, as we experience life, as we go through our trials, tribulations, and our overcoming and our healing and our growth and our expansion, we have a lot to teach people, a lot to be proud of, but there's always going to be, I believe, when there's a new opportunity, it's a chance to become a student, right? Like, it can be intimidating though, right? It can be like, oh man, this feels like starting from scratch, and what if I don't do as well as I'm used to doing, because this is a new skill that I'm learning, this is a new company, this is a new partnership, this is a new opportunity, and I don't know how it's going to turn out. But that's when you can like tap into and find that spark of the student, find the excitement, right? There's this data point that says like that our bodies can't really differentiate the difference between anxiety and excitement. And maybe that's about reframing your perspective at this time, right? To understand that it doesn't need to make you feel anxious. Maybe you can reframe it so that you're excited about this opportunity to learn something new, to step into a new field, a new skill set, a new job, a new opportunity. and get to level up. Sure, this might be the first time you are doing this or working with these people, right? But also you get an opportunity to shine in a different way, to learn something new about yourself, to expand your self-confidence because of this opportunity to learn something new. And then bottom of the deck, Magician. You have an opportunity right now to expand your magic. And again, like it's drawing me back to this Four of Cups card. Like you have manifested this by thinking about, by considering, by setting intentions for like, what do I want to call into my life? This is an opportunity for you to actually learn how magic you truly friggin' are right now. To learn that you don't need to allow your overthinking, your ego, your fears, your triggers to stop you, right, from setting that aside to learn something new, to take this new opportunity, right, to use what you've already accumulated to build something new with new people in a new environment. This is actually an opportunity for you to expand your magic, expand your skills, expand your powers. You know, like I don't know if you're going to be learning, you know, a new trade. Maybe maybe this is an opportunity for you to learn something like Reiki or tarot or astrology, but something that's really actually going to elevate you. So yes, at the start, it may feel a bit intimidating because maybe there's been one way, one mode that you've been operating in, and you've reached sort of this level of leadership in that skill set, in that area, in that job. And so this is an opportunity for you to step into the student archetype. But what I'm feeling, especially with this Magician, is it's only going to help you to grow and expand beyond what you thought was actually possible. And you, your soul, your higher self, your guides have been assisting you in manifesting this opportunity. So I think it's really about like reframing your perspective, being the observer, understanding and acknowledging those moments when you are triggered and asking yourself, why am I triggered right now? Why is this opportunity making me feel intimidated, scared, worried? And are those worries real? Or is this just sort of a survival mechanism, right? Because the ego is there to help us survive. And it's happier and more comfortable when it is doing sort of the same thing over and over and over again, right? Because it's like comfortable with the devil it knows. But then when a new opportunity comes in, there can be all of these new fears, all of these new triggers, all of these like, well, what if I do something wrong? What if these people don't like me? What if this company doesn't like me? But whatever opportunity is coming into you right now, it's an opportunity for you to learn that is ultimately only going to help you expand your magic and your skill set. So I think whatever this opportunity is right now, maybe it's something that when it shows itself, you realize that like, maybe this is something you manifested during this first new moon of the new year, right? Like it seems like a really magical opportunity for you right now. So I don't know, what have you been manifesting? Is there an opportunity that has recently come in that you've been sort of overthinking about, that you've been feeling unsure about, that you've been feeling a bit like insecure about how to move forward, but like deep down you like know that your soul, that your higher self has manifested this opportunity? Because I think whatever this is, if this message is resonating for you, this is an opportunity for you to really expand beyond the constraints of your current situation. So I think it's a really, really good energy. It's just about getting over yourself, right? And not letting those fears, not letting those triggers, not letting the anxieties, the worries, the fear of the unknown stop you from expanding beyond the constraints of your current situation. Let me know how this is resonating for you. I really like this energy. There's a lot of magic here. It's just about you getting out of your own way and not letting your thoughts, your emotions, your fears, your anxieties stop you from starting something new, learning something new, taking this opportunity to work with new people and new places with new opportunities and new projects. So I'm really, really liking this energy. If it's resonating for you, let me know in the comments. If you want to claim this, you can put that down in the comments. I am the magician. I am manifesting new magic into my life. I'm gonna leave it there because I just really dig this energy, y'all. But I'm gonna close this out with a card from the Animal Spirit Guidebook. And I already pulled a card. It is the horse. So I'm gonna read this from the book. Momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. It provides us with momentum, so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back toward any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. Physical stamina, exercise, and mental focus, meditation, are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. When in balance, achieves anything and never gives up. When out of balance, runs away and feels weak. To bring into balance, strength training. So like I was saying, right, I was definitely getting that the meditation vibes with this first card that came out. I think like if there's an opportunity that is coming into your reality at this time, if this message is resonating for you and it's out of the comfort zone, it's something new, it's a new company, a new team, a new collaboration, a new skill set that you're building, definitely I think that meditation practices are going to help you to be in that observer mode of being able to identify, like, how am I feeling about this? Are these just worries and fears? Are they real? Or is this just like my ego being triggered because this is something new that has come into my reality? Because overall, this is like, you're going to learn how magic you truly are if you take this opportunity at this time. You have, it's very clear to me that you have what you need. You just need to reframe and get out of your own way and not let your thoughts, your worries, and your fears stop you from what's truly possible for you in this moment right now. So hope these messages resonated for you. If they do, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.